Welcome in, everybody, to TB Sports 27 and another edition of the Utah Utes Dynasty. 4 years in a row, undefeated, looking for win number 61. Another top-ranked, top-rated defense coming in. And we got the Kansas Jayhawks, which should hopefully be another easy one in the books. But as you guys saw, we had a bit of a fight in our last game, if you tuned in, against Arizona State, where we had to come from behind and get some wins, and get some points, rather. And you're kind of seeing where we are not even first place in our own conference. It's a battle between Colorado and us, Utah. So we're talking about this historic run that we're on, but we're all looking ahead to Game 12, Week 12, Utah, Colorado, assuming we're both undefeated at 11-0 when that time comes. The winner of that one goes on to the Big 12 championship and most likely goes on to the college football playoff, where the loser would not even make the conference championship. So we could be 11-1 and not even make our conference championship game. That all depends on what happens. Obviously, we could lose before then. Colorado can lose before then. But I know the Big 12 is hoping for a big, solid matchup at the end there, the Rumble and the Rockies.
Kansas, perhaps the most picturesque place to play in all of college football. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Let's go with heads. Go with solid heads. All right, they're going to kick it to us first. See if we can get some points. I don't know, we got Kansas fans or Utah fans. We got a lot of blue and red. So doubleheader stream that we're going to do. Happy Saturday, by the way. It's PLL Saturday. Big Outlaws and Boston Cannons look good there. You see they kicked it off to us. And we're going to get started off in good field position. After this, we are going to stream some NXT with you guys. So we got a doubleheader of some good action coming your way.
They'll be putting the helmet on for the final time. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it.
Moving up to number 2. We're going to keep our eyes on the bottom of the screen, checking out the rankings. Here's a play that I love doing in this game because it's almost impossible to do in any of the modern-day games, because your receiver will not come for the ball in any modern-day game, but in this game they will.
It's all speculation. He's just got to play the game. From the 44-yard line, first down.
It's a beautiful day here in Kansas. Sunny skies, looking good. Last time when we played at Kansas, you guys check that out on the archives. We had the snowstorm that blew in, but it was no problem that day. Ooh, that one was swatted away.
By the defenders. Get those hands up and something good.
I was hoping we'd be able to sneak that one through. But 3rd and 9, we're going to go verticals. We're going to test our luck against this 4-win Kansas squad. Oh boy, no one's open.
Here they come. Rifles at right.
Oh, that's not who it was intended for. But he'll take it. Oh my God.
He sure does, and he doesn't disappoint either. Great athletic ability.
That was fantastic.
From the 16-yard line, it's first down.
That's why we won 60 games in a row here. Kansas rocking the all blue. We got upset though. What's going on here? Give me a block. Give me a block. Oh, a little quicker to get that block. Virginia Tech, number 5. Number 1, I believe, is still Florida in the rankings. Ohio State's lost a number of games here recently, which has kind of knocked them down the rankings. Navy has moved back up to number 4. Oh, how about that cut?
What a play, and that is first and goal. They move the sticks after.
For a while, it's been Ohio State that's been in the mix. That's been top tier here. And it's been a while since we've had an SEC team. We finally had Tennessee recently make the playoffs, but Florida It was pretty much Florida, Tennessee, that mix, which was kind of beating each other up all year. They would end up with 2 or 3 losses and not make it in. Touchdown, Utes.
That was a very good all-around effort. The running, the blocking, the entire package. A well-deserved score.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Here's an update from the studio and restated.
In the Big 12, they spread you out and pitch that magic bean everywhere. This game was tighter than spandex on a sumo wrestler. The Sun Devils win,
disturbing image.
31-24. In other games, let's take a peek at what's going on in Tallahassee.
Some interesting games we're showing us because they don't really have a lot of impact
the Cardinals
on
walk out with a 7-point
any
win.
top 25 or anything, but maybe just showing us close games. Still a thing I miss in the current college football games. Just getting that cutaway is really nice. And
nice kick.
And I'm still playing college football 25, which you guys saw the video we had recently. Finally had a really strong win. But they'll come on and they'll recap a random game. Like, go watch the last video. I'm playing
for the first drive.
Tennessee and Oklahoma with playoff positioning on the line, and they're giving me a cut-in on random, you know, San Jose State playing Colorado State. It's like, well, that has nothing to do with my team, my conference playoffs.
Keep at it, and the holes will start to open up.
From their own 24-yard
who knows? Maybe
line.
by the time we get to college football 30 or so, we'll get
They'll
that
spread
fixed.
the field with 5 wide.
We had a bunch of sacks in that Oklahoma game as well. It was a commentary-less stream that we did, but that's the nature of that. Should we blitz? Bring the DB blitz? Nah, we've been pretty successful. Hopefully things keep this way, because we went right down and scored. And on this opening possession, we're kind of dominating. I believe we have Kansas State next.
Well, we got a new quarterback in there.
And then, oh wait, new quarterback. Anthony Adams came in with an injury or yanked out or something. So I think we got Kansas State next on the schedule, which would be game 11. And then the big Colorado game would be coming up. So. And then decision time would be if we somehow win a 4th year in a row undefeated, which is crazy, considering all we've done with this team. I'm gonna take a shot at this there. Watching the man blitz. So maybe we got one-on-one coverage. I'm liking our chances here. Let's see. Blitz coming. Oh, not enough time. I thought I had a few more seconds to load up and throw it. I knew the blitz was coming, but yeah, I was looking at, I know he's got 2 guys to go, but I was looking at maybe a block getting picked up there. Yeah, it did not work out.
I'm concerned about the pressure that these defenses putting on them.
They find themselves in a hole here.
We whiffed on that one. You can't win on every play in football.
Now he's scrambling.
Mason at the last minute is going to throw it as the defender came up to try to stop the scramble.
On that play, Kirk.
Well, that was
Yeah,
an
we got
excellent
3rd and 3.
route,
How about
and he did a
Mason
great
throwing the
job
ball
of
all
holding on
day?
to the football. Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions, and especially when the defense starts to get pressure.
Thought about it for half a second.
Get rid of that football and check it down.
It's early. We're going to keep it safe here.
The return man.
But as I was saying, if we somehow, because we're getting close to the conversation,
So this one goes
obviously
into
Colorado
the end
game's
zone,
gonna
and
be a
that'll
big
be a
one.
touchback.
We had an interesting game. You can check out the archives on our Patreon
And while
page.
they
Let's
are
throw up some
behind,
links
they
for you.
know they can knock things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game
We
plan.
had a game when we were in the Pac-12. It was us as number 1 against Washington State number 2, and we were both undefeated going into the Pac-12 championship game. And it ended up being one of the easiest games I ever played, or I forget what the final score is, and you can check it out on Patreon, but
Second down,
it was like
and they're gonna
70
need
to
about 3 yards to pick up the
14 or
first down.
17 or something. We just completely blew them out. So that could happen again in the Colorado game, or that could happen to us. Still one of the worst losses we've ever had as Utah coach. Was coming off one of our national championships, and that opening week game that we had against Nebraska, it was a neutral site one that we had before we jumped. Should I get you the official score on that from the official Patreon archives? But we got blown out in that game, and that ended up starting off on a bit of a tailspin where we started the season like 1-3. We lost to Troy as well in that mix, and we were playing them because that's who we coached in the previous game, College Football 12. But the stat book up on Patreon, patreon.com. We're also going to have the bonus Patreon video coming up for NXT Dark, which will be on the horizon. Let me run this punt back. Oh, do we have the speed down?
Down at the 41-yard line. So he managed to get a few yards on the run back.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Brad, with so much traffic in the middle there, it really makes it tough to break free.
Season 15, 14. Yes, there it is. Season 13, which was coming off of...
They couldn't get anything going on.
Okay, so here it is. So season 12, we went 14-0 and won the national championship, right? And this is actually the year. Again, all these books, all these stat books up on Patreon.
Bryant picks up 5 with the carry.
Man, there's some years we had like 4 or 5 shutouts in one season, which is kind of crazy to think about. But the Pac-12 championship, or I guess it was the Pac-14 championship I have written down here because we had 14 teams at the time. Washington State undefeated, Utah undefeated, 12-0 versus 12-0, 72-21. Was the final in that game. So, you know, you're thinking, okay, this Colorado game might be really tough. It could end up being another drop pass there. Could end up being, and then we went on to beat Army in the championship game 24-21. So the next year, we're coming off of that national championship. Andre Brooks was our quarterback. We had Kevin Hayes, 1,600 yards rushing on the ground, 23 rushing touchdown. Kevin Hayes, a Heisman Trophy winner here in Utah. What a career the man had. I think that was his last year. What did he do the year before that? Kevin Hayes before that, 1,800 yards, 33 touchdowns. And the year before that, I did not have the stats written down. So anyway, the year after, we go completely undefeated, and we play Nebraska in Denver, neutral site game, 62-21 loss. So we had won 72-21, and then we come in undefeated off a national championship, and we actually got thumped by Nebraska. We've had some tough games. I'm not liking those drop passes. We've had some tough games with Nebraska over the years, including when we were both in the Big 12 here before they took off for the Big 10. We had some battles in Nebraska. That was always like the one team that messed with us a little bit. You guys remember, actually in the archives, we played. Man, okay, our offense getting really kind of lackadaisical. We played the game with Nebraska. We were down at the half, 21-0. Had to come back. But anyway, 62-21. Then we beat Weber State 42-0, FCS team. Then we lost to Bowling Green 42-21. And what was big about that is our offensive coordinator from the national championship team before had left to become the new head coach of Bowling Green. So that's kind of why we scheduled that game to play our old coordinator, and he beats us. This was a home game. And then we lose to Cal 28-21 before we turned it around. We won out the rest of the year, including shutouts against UCLA, shutouts against Tulane, and Colorado. So 3 shutouts, and we ended up winning the Rose Bowl against Pitt. But looking at the scores, man, we did not have a high-powered offense because I'm seeing 17-7, 17-0, 28-0, 17-10, 25-0.
He fights forward to about the 29.
Pac-14 championship is 20-7. The Rose Bowl was 17-13. So a lot of low-scoring games. And then the next year, we won the national championship, beat Alabama 66-14 in the opener. Then we got our revenge against Bowling Green, 42-3, beat Tulane 63-0, beat Troy 35-6, Boise State 31-0, Fresno State 45-0.
The ball is loose.
And oh, there we go. I like that. As we're going through the history here, we beat Oregon 38-0, and then we beat Texas in the national championship 38-21. So a bunch of shutouts there. That was Franklin Harris was the quarterback at the time, and Derek Jones Had John Wright as well. John Wright would end up being the starter for a lot of those later undefeated years as we move on down here.
The quarterback comes back on the field, and
there's
I'm
the
sure
loss to
he's
Troy,
hoping to
season
make up for that
16,
interception on the last drive.
31-7.
He's got a lot of time to forget about that last pick.
And,
He's just got to stick to the game plan.
Yeah, John Wright, Nathan Weber, kind of splitting time a lot there. Play fake, and the bullet, dart on the money, touchdown, Utes. So anyway, all that history, patreon.com/tvsports27. The entire stat book history from Utah that we've gone on, what is it, season 22 or 23 that we have. So those books are up on our Patreon page. So you can look at the past scores, the stats, the history, all the big games that we did. I'm going to try to do one for the Detroit Lions for our Madden 12 that we had. I need to take some time to get that written down, but I might just end up doing a video on it. So you guys can have that to look back upon. That was one that we did over on Twitch, but we didn't keep any of the footage here on YouTube. So
this one's going to be down to the end zone for a touchback.
There.
Utah's got a great defensive game plan, and it's working right now.
Well, even from up here, Brad,
you can
see their
defensive
Bowling
speed.
Green.
We do a 3-game set with them.
Attitude. They're going to have to maintain that to slow down this offense.
Well, we might have. I think the year before we had played. Yeah, 66-28. So we'd blown out Bowling Green twice.
They coughed up the pigskin the last time they had the ball. Let's see if they can hold on to it this time.
Kirby Smart, Nick Saban situation there,
Very, very important that they not only hang on to the football,
still hanging out in the first quarter.
But they also need to get a score on the board as well.
Ooh. Throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Nobody saw that pass, just came zipping by.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 25-yard line.
8 total yards
Second
offense
down.
for the Jayhawks.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Open
And
man, quick strike,
another
and he can't
drop
put it in.
pass, another incompletion.
Intended receiver on the play. 3rd down.
We're going to blitz them. We're bringing the heat. Watch for the shotgun pass.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty
Blitz is
backfield.
coming.
5 wide receivers in the formation.
Oh, I thought he was going to
Pushed out of
overthrow
bounds
that.
at the 41. A nice looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
I know a WX man who will jump in the chat sometimes. He is he's a
From their
Kansas
own
grad,
41-yard line.
so
First
little
down.
alma mater out there.
With a quick throw.
Man, he's stepping up, making some big throws. Here comes Kansas.
And pick up huge yardage.
Well, that was just a
KU just
play.
remodeled
They
this,
picked the
obviously, the
perfect
older
time to stretch
stadium
the
in real
defense
life
with a
with a
passing
big
play, and it
remodel project. I think they're getting some new uniforms this year, too. The big Kansas written across the front of the chest. Arkansas, who we had a home-and-home with the last 2 seasons.
Got the corner. Nice run, and he's brought down.
Maryland 7, Buffalo 7. I can't remember if we have, if that's a Big Ten
From the 24-yard line.
MAC game, or if
In
I
second
moved
down.
Buffalo
They come
over.
out
I
on a
don't
five-wide
remember
set.
what the conferences are. It's kind of weird to have a non-conference game this late in the season. I guess some
Tries to
SEC
scramble,
teams
but he's
do.
sacked.
Alfred's going to get sacked again.
We're through 1 quarter.
So let me know, what do you
Utah's
guys
lead
want to
is 2
see else
touchdowns.
on the channel coming up here? We're going to do NXT next. Big NXT plan for you guys, as we are just 2 NXT
Welcome back
away
here. We resume
from the next
action now
NXT
here in the
PLE,
second
which
quarter.
is Heat Wave, and then Great American Bash, which is the NXT TV special. 2 weeks of that coming up as well. Of course, we got our Tampa Bay Buccaneers series as Jake
Down he
Delhomme
goes at the 20.
fired,
Well, they get all those yards, but come
fired
up
from the
just
Carolina
shy of the
Panthers and
first.
Good
over
play call,
to the
almost
Tampa Bay
perfect
Buccaneers.
execution, except for the
And we
fact
got some
that
good
they're not gonna get the
RXFL games
first down.
planned coming up. Our
It's
Legends
4th
Football
down, and they're
League.
gonna
We have
try
a
to go for it.
rematch of
They're trying
last
to stop
year's
the run here with
National
a goal line
Conference
defense.
Championship game, or I guess it'd be the American Conference Championship
Handoff, and he's
game
met in the backfield.
between the
I'm not
Austin
gonna fault that
Armadillos,
decision.
Michael Vick,
It was definitely a first down
and
that they could
Peyton
have picked
Manning's
up. You wanna
London
be
Ghost
aggressive early
Riders,
on,
formerly the
even if it
London
doesn't always work
Bulldogs.
out.
And debating on what the other game is. That was 4th down. They went for it, huh? Debating on what the other game is that I want to do, but we might be seeing the Las Vegas Kiss in action. There's a couple of good games that I want to see play out. The Aviators have one, the Vegas Kiss we haven't seen all year.
Around the 24-yard line.
So we'll have to see on that one, but keep your eyes out on those streams coming up. Appreciate those of you that have been watching along and helping to support the channel, VOD Sports. We'll keep doing this as long as we can. Been doing this for a number of years now. Count our past channel. And Mason, yeah, just had to find time for Perkins.
At the 38.
Of course, the older stuff from our older YouTube channel going up on Patreon, and we've restarted this one a couple of years ago.
Under heavy pressure.
So Mason's doing a nice job of just finding
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was
there.
still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the
roll
pocket,
around,
then
find
the
that
quarterback
time.
is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 38.
It's a secondary, though, not making it easy.
Pass complete and taken down
It's kind of
immediately.
crazy. That's a play that's almost a guaranteed effective in the newer college football and Madden games, but here you can see the defender kind of clamps right down on you to stop you. So you guys have to let me know in the comments, should we finish out another undefeated season?
At the 43.
Do you want to see us do one more year of this game? Keep playing till we lose? Do we just simulate and maybe play a couple of the championship games for a couple more years? You know, would a head coach retire at the peak of all these undefeated seasons? It's happened before. I mean, the Rams, Dick Vermeil, right? He won. He said it was one of the biggest regrets of his career, won the Super Bowl, and said, all right, I'm done. And then Mike Martz kind of came in, destroyed the Rams, for which they hadn't recovered for about 20 years until Sean McVay came in and fixed everything. I'm not seeing the...
He's scrambling.
Oh.
Throws it, watch out. Oh,
He could never get past the defender. Or wind that back. I'm waiting for the man to get past the defender. And he just stuck behind him.
3rd down now, and they need to get it down to the 33.
All right, you got to have this big 3rd and 6 here. There it is.
And he's taken down at the 27-yard line.
This passing game can be very effective if you don't get enough pressure on the quarterback. They use their personnel well and can be very tough to defend.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Ooh, nicely drive.
Here's a run. Gets to about the 24-yard line.
Gotta get it. It's been a while. This game and the current games have a decent running attack. I haven't seen the Colorado score yet, so maybe they're playing later tonight, or maybe they have an off week.
2nd down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 24. Huge play, and it's going to be 1st and goal.
Brown makes the tackle at the 9-yard line. That makes it 1st and goal.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive. The Utes running back. He was injured earlier. You see him down there on the sideline, and it looks like he's ready to get back in the game.
Come on, Davis. Touchdown, Utes.
Utah.
And we are cruising on our way right now to win number 61.
Tremendous example of the type of chemistry that these two players enjoy. When a quarterback and a receiver are on the same page, good things tend to happen.
Sub him out. You got a high risk. Has anyone ever risked that? The high injury, you sub him in, you leave him in. I think I've only done it like a championship game where it's at the end of the year and it doesn't matter.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He really got a hold of that kick.
Brad, as good as this defense has looked, I'm not necessarily surprised by this shutout. I mean, you and I were there on Wednesday watching this team practice. And
Thanks,
this
Herbie.
First-team defense
Compliments.
goes against their own.
Did you see him?
First-team
He's been a
offense
loose
in
cannon on
practice.
Twitter ever since
Sometimes
he's
it's
kind
actually
of
better than the game
Kurt
itself.
Herbstreit. I
So
think was
they
pretty beloved by
prepared
people,
themselves
and
very
then
well to have this kind of
he
game.
became one of the most hated
Lineman got a
people with some
little
of
ahead of the
his
snap count. Here's the
college football playoff takes, and he's been really a loose cannon on Twitter lately. And
It's
he
so tough
posted
to
another
move
thing,
the
just
ball
kind of
forward.
going nuts on
Even
the
a
Superman
5-yard
movie.
setback can do
I
damage
don't
to
know
a drive.
what's happened to the man.
So the penalty will make it 1st and 15.
Should I find what he said? Read what he said? Ooh, crush.
And how about
Crush.
the athleticism of that defensive end? Great sack right there.
Great pressure there from the defensive line. They couldn't
Oh
double
my
team this
goodness.
guy
We,
because of the blitz, and he just got to the
Folks, it could be
quarterback
clock
with his
chewing mode time and record time here. Kansas never seems to give us much of a trouble. You never want to say that going into a game, because as soon as you say that, and I showed you my history, we've lost to Troy, we've lost to Bowling Green. Go look at some of my early games with Utah. We had struggles with Texas State. Like, there was a time, non-conference games, kind of what happened with Tennessee, that we would play some of these teams, and we would just struggle. So you never go in and think, all right, it's going to be an easy game.
And they make the stop around the 10-yard
But definitely we've had our easy time. Should I read you some of the past Kansas scores? Would that be entertaining here?
Right will be the return man. Right fields it at the 48.
Ooh,
and down he
how
goes
about that
at the
spin?
41-yard line. Utah's offense is just clicking
All right,
on all
I'm
cylinders.
going to go
for me
through
right now. It's everything
some of
they
the past
planned for,
scores
and it's
here
all
against
working.
Kansas.
Everything
I'm
is
going to go
coming
into the
together for
stat
this
book.
offense. They seem to be getting
And I'm
better with
going
each
to
series.
do
And this
find
game
and
started
replace.
where this team was, they wondered
gonna
if they were
search
going to be able to move the
Kansas.
ball against this defense. And I think right now, they seem to, as I said earlier, they seem to be growing with their confidence with each possession.
Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half.
Why am I not
These next few
finding it?
drives
Okay,
are
let
going
me
to go
run
a
the
long
play.
way in
Yes,
determining
I'm
what kind
looking
of
up
game this will
stats
end up
and
being.
running the play at the
And
same
he's tackled
time.
after positive yardage.
How
And he
Kansas
picked
doesn't
up almost
intimidate me.
4 on that halfback delay.
Makes it 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Okay, finally. Oh, they're going to bring up all the instances of Arkansas. Okay, as well. He's just searching Kansas. Let me search through
37-yard
here.
line.
We
Second
Alamo
down.
Bowl against Kansas State. Okay, so season 17. Because remember, we were in the Pac-12 for a while. Pac-14, whichever.
Here comes the pressure. Zipped it out, and that was almost picked off.
We beat Kansas
Like a team that's
season
ready to defend the pass.
17,
It takes some preparation to get in the way of a pass
69-17.
like that.
Then we beat Kansas season 18, 35-10. Then we beat Kansas season 19, 63-10. You're kind of seeing a theme here.
They get to the quarterback, and now the ball is
Shoot.
loose. And who's got it? One of the defensive linemen.
Beat Kansas 56-14, season 20. We beat Kansas season 21, 42-7. And then we're back to the beginning. So, as you can see, it has been... But most teams, I mean, Kansas has been getting good lately in real life, right?
It's
but
still only the second
for a lot of
quarter.
years, it's
We've
kind
got
of
a lot of
been the thing
football
with-
left, but I
with
gotta say,
Kansas.
this one is teetering on the brink of a blow.
But they got the fumble. They're not going away. 21-0 here.
Fires out quickly to the tailback. Brought down
So I believe
at
we have
about
Kansas
the
State next,
47-yard line.
and then the big final game would be Utah-Colorado, which, assuming we both win out, is
They
going
need
to be a
about
big
3
one. And that would
yards
be
to get the first here on
kind of
second down.
crazy. I mean, I'm almost... This would be like the Colts of the 1960s. Do you guys know the era where
Taken
the
down in the
Colts...
backfield.
It was like the
Good
Colts,
job
the
by the
Rams...
defense to overpower the offensive line.
and
They dropped the back for a loss.
I forget who it was. Colts, Rams, somebody else in the NFL. And that was back when the NFL championship would be, there were no playoffs, right? And they would just pick the top team from the East, the top team from the West, or whatever it was, North or South. And it was the Colts or the Rams, I believe it was. One of them finished like 11 11-0-1. And they ended up missing the playoffs, the Super Bowl, the championship, whatever it was, because of the tiebreaker. And they hadn't lost a game all year, but because the other team did. That would almost be like what would happen here if us or Colorado, I'm not just saying us, but you know, Utah, if we win 63 games in a row and then lose to Colorado, we would be 11-1 and not even be able to go to our conference championship. And then that would be the old debate that the SEC always enters into, where it's like you have a team, I don't know how many times, I don't have as many fingers to count as many times as an SEC team did not play in their own conference championship, but they politicked and got their way into a national championship game. And that might have to be the case of the debate here. I know we had the debate with the 14 playoff not too long ago, where it was Texas, where we played Texas. They were undefeated. We played them in the championship game and beat them. And in the comments, they agreed that Texas should be in the playoff because they had been the best team all year, and their only loss was to us, who was like undefeated and all that fun stuff. And we ended up putting them in, and they ended up making it to the championship, and we rematched and then blew them out. Again, patreon.com/tvsports27. All of a sudden, a respectable 7 out of 11 for K-State quarterback here.
Gets it out quickly. Tackle at the 20-yard line. Kansas will have one time.
You're always hoping for the shutout, but now they're looking like they're going to get some points on the board here, you would think, unless they try to go for it on fourth down again.
Sykes gets a ball left side, and they got to him before he could get back to the line.
Loss of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
What do we call it here? Cover 2. I like it.
Play number 9 of this current drive.
9-play drive, dang. Ooh, that just knocked down. Knocked it down. Do they go for it? They are going to go for it. Let's go cover 6.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here.
We're only going to rush 3 here. Cover 6. Make it tough on them. Alte in the pocket, and the cover 6 wins out.
The 17-yard line.
And another turnover on down. So we got a minute. We got to risk it up, right? Because they're going to get the ball. Kansas is going to get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter. So we got to go.
Hit the half.
We got to make it tough.
Drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. He wants it all. Oh boy, almost intercepted.
I'm talking big on the secondary of Kansas. 11 incompletions. They have
from their own 17-yard
covered
line.
Well out in the field, despite the score.
Throws into coverage, just picked off.
There's the wrist.
He hits him hard at the 35-yard line.
Brad, this week these coaches
I see a guy trailing down the sideline, and I'm thinking we're walking into the end zone, and instead it's a bullet pass right to the defender instead of floating it over top of the head and dropping it right into the hands of your guy. You can see that's a prevalent issue that's been in these games for over a decade. Them's the cards we dealt, and 2 turnovers, Kansas. 3 technically. Coach is probably furious. They got the 3 turnovers, the 2 picks, and the fumble, and not a single point to show for it.
Lets it fly. Well defended that time.
You're right. Great job here by the defender playing the ball, keeping his balance, and getting in the way of that pass.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 21. And he is drilled at the 25.
That's a loss of 4 yards on the play.
They're going to hang on to that last timeout. Do we have another attempt at a 4th down? First, we got to stop them on 3rd.
Halfback got it on the quick throw.
I know the defense would have liked to have prevented such a
See what
big
they decide
game,
to do
but the
here.
important thing is that they held and brought up fourth down.
Fourth
They
down.
are going to go for the field goal.
So the field goal unit
We're going to
is
ice
on the
them.
field. They'll try for 3 points. Utah just took their first
Leaving
time
16 seconds. Maybe we get a good kick return here.
Back in the red zone again, where their 3 previous
It's crazy.
trips
I'm
resulted in
looking up
0
and seeing
points
that.
each time.
Oh, he missed it.
And he missed
Holy
it off the
smokes.
upright.
He missed it. I'm looking up and seeing that old school scoreboard on the other side and to think, you know, not that long ago, that's how a lot of fields are. Now everyone's getting the big screen, the big Jumbotron, you know. Let's just run it. 12 seconds, run it, get to the half.
Their last drive. Let's
Try
see what he
to
does here.
And we'll see
get
how
these
aggressive
turnovers
this
under
defense is when they
control.
come back out.
I wouldn't be surprised if they kept up the pressure to try to
And
fluster
that
this
is how we will
quarterback some more.
wind down
Bryant picks up about
the
4
second
yards
quarter. Let
on
me
the
find
play.
that Kurt Herbstreit tweet. Let me know, how have you felt about Herbstreit lately? Because again,
No
he's a
surprises
guy that I think
here
a lot of
as
people
we come to the end
respected,
of the
and
first
then
half.
people really
Utah's got
turned
a
on him as of
3-touchdown
late.
advantage.
Hi,
He
everybody.
said,
Glad to have you
he
with
said, I
us on
agree
the
with every.
EA
He posted the
Sports
video, so
NCAA
it's mostly the
Football
video,
14
but
halftime show presented by Nissan.
it's an 8-minute
Innovation
video, and
that
Herbstreit
excites.
reposted it, and said, I agree with every
Pollock here
sentence
in
he
the
says. The
studio,
movie
as
was
always,
awful.
to lend a little perspective to what
Awful
just went
movie.
down in the first 30 minutes. Neither ground game very productive in that first half, David, and I really think it came down to each player on the defensive side executing their assignments and trying to get the positive self-determination that they wanted from the defense.
No doubt about it. And you look at the defense is doing such a great job stopping the run. That's the first thing that you do 99% of the time in meetings is, what are we going to do first? Stop the run. Because that's usually the place where you can get gashed the most. It's the simplest. Quarterbacks don't have to go back and make reads. It's designed. You know what they're going to do. But it also comes down to the big boys up front. And those big boys making holes. And right now, I don't see many holes. And I don't care if you have Barry Sanders. I don't care if you have the best running back of all time, whoever it is in your backfield. If there's not a hole, there's no yards to be made. There's nothing they can do. So the defensive line.
All right. Get back to the
Looking
game.
forward to seeing this second half. I think there's certainly a want for victory.
A want and a need for victory.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half. He sends this one deep. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Utah's coaching staff will go out tonight, and I think the offensive coordinator should buy the defensive coordinator his meal.
Well, the defense has been great.
Buy
There's
me
no
a
doubt
meal.
about it. But I just think that the offense that they're facing, they've just been so conservative, so predictable. It's made it very easy for this defense to have a dominant game.
He throws right. And a nice catch there.
Every
before he
pass
stepped
looks like
out of
he's going to
bounds.
overthrow it, and the receiver catches up and makes the grab. If you want to help buy me a meal, we got Ko-Fi links, we got Streamlab links. We'll shout you out if you give us a little something.
38-yard line. It's first down.
Everyone's asking for a tip these days. You go to a restaurant and get you handed a coffee, boom, tip.
And down he goes.
Tip
around
TV
the
Sports.
47-yard line.
I'm giving you 2.5 hours of content today, plus bonus coverage on Patreon. They're just handing you a coffee. Who do you want your $4 to go to?
Tackle made
Ooh,
right
read
around
option
the
did not work
44-yard
out.
line.
That is a loss of 3 yards. Third down.
Worked out for us, not for them.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Man,
solid
they're
defense
emptying
there
out
to
the
force them into a
playbook,
fourth
the
down
read
situation.
option, then the regular option, and Alfred just got flipped inside out.
Matthews to punt.
Ugh. Snuffy day. Did you catch that in bounds? And give us the extra yards?
At the 29.
Not great, but not bad either. As long as your main priorities are not turning the ball over and establishing solid field position, then you're headed in the right direction.
Well, I was wanting to get into clock
So they're
chewing
just about
mode,
set
so we
to
need
get
to
the
get
game
going
going
with some
again.
of these points here. Dan Orlowski apparently is going to be the guest commentator on the Denver Outlaws Boston Cannons lacrosse game.
A gain of about 4
Watched
yards on the
PLL,
draw.
supported. I was a big watcher of the MLL back in the day. Denver Outlaws was my team, like the Charlotte Hounds for a time too.
33-yard line. It's
Didn't
second
really
down.
follow the PLL that much until they kind of got into where they were doing the city names, and then they brought back the Outlaws, and then
Decent run up the gut.
I've watched the last 2 years in full. I watched a little bit the year before. I kind of watched the Chaos, now the Carolina Chaos. And I thought that was going to be my team until they brought the Outlaws back.
Nice run there. Good run by the
Got
halfback.
indoor
That'll be
football
good enough to
today,
move the
too.
chains.
My Iowa
That shows you
Barnstormers
why
only
he's
one
such a
win.
weapon as a ball carrier.
They've been terrible.
Good gain for the
What time is that game? Do I dare keep
From their
watching it?
own
I've watched every
44-yard
game this
line.
year. 'Cause
First down.
I'm a true fan and a glutton for punishment. What is today? The 19th?
He's taken down at the 46.
Yes, there is a game. The Barnstormers play Quad City, who's one of the top teams in the league, at 7. So it may get thrown on in the background, but I don't know if we'll if we'll sit down to watch that one. We'll have to see. Because I did watch an entire 3-hour G1 this morning too.
Fires
So
out to his receiver.
we only have
They'll
so
bring him
much
down
time
around
to
the
spread amongst
32-yard
everything.
line.
Makes the tackle.
Did you guys watch any of the G1? Or should we save that for our NXT episode coming up here? The G1 talk.
From the 32-yard
Some
line.
surprises.
First down.
I don't know. I don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it yet. But man, the opening match, I was shocked how that one ended how it did. And then we had
Now
some
he
other
tries to
like
buy
kind of
some
quick
time.
finishes
And he's
that
level at the
were shocking.
22-yard line.
There you go.
Seemingly
Good
out of
read by
nowhere.
the quarterback to give the offense a new set of downs. If the defense wants to line up in man, work that slant route until they stop it.
What do you guys think? Joe Mason versus Andrew Cross, the quarterback you guys rocking with?
Goes to the end zone. And that
I
one's
wasn't
incomplete.
sure about it. You saw
I'm
me
not so sure he
hesitate.
made the best decision
And that's
that
what I was
time.
kind of worried
That was a
about.
pretty tight area
Because he was
trying to throw
open,
that
but there's
one
also a
into.
defender, and I'm like, I don't know. But
This is the 8th play
we
of this
took a
drive.
shot, didn't work out.
And he's taken down at about the 9-yard line.
That's a gain of 13.
Hopefully, we're looking at
That makes it first and goal.
6 points on the other end of this one by
It's
the time
first
this
down, and
finishes
they'll be
up.
looking for 6 points here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
They get on
There
the
we
board
go.
again. Touchdown.
Now,
Very impressive run by the
we're,
halfback to find the end zone.
I mean, we're already feeling pretty comfortable. We're getting even more comfortable. Oklahoma's long-standing, historic NCAA record is a thing of the
And he
past,
adds the extra point.
as we are getting ready to close in
Richardson
past
gets ready to kick
60
this one off.
to 61.
He
I think
just
if we
drills
finish
this one.
undefeated, we got to keep going at least till we lose a game.
And they can forget about
And then I think
returning
once
this
we
one.
lose a game,
Jayhawks
then
have
we can
just
kind of
gone
maybe
ice
simulate
cold on offense. They can't
and
seem
see
to get
how
anything
things would have
going.
played out.
Right now, they just have to forget the score, forget the clock, just go out there and try to get a first down.
Has there ever been a
Hope to build
situation
a
like
little
that
bit
where a
more
coach wants to
confidence and
retire?
continuity on this
He's like, I'm done, I'm old, I've done it all, I want to retire.
He's going to try and
But he
scramble.
can't
They'll
retire
make the
because he
sack.
keeps winning.
Coaches don't like it when
And
the
he couldn't
quarterback gets
lose.
hit like
He doesn't
that.
want to go out
Be
like John
surprised to
Elway
see
or
the old
Peyton
coach
Manning.
get on his linemen
Can't
and
go out
protect the
knowing
quarterback a little
what
bit
could have
better.
been. It
So
would be
it's
insane
second
to
down
retire
and
after 4
13
straight
yards to
undefeated
go
years.
Following that quarterback sack.
But you almost got to see how far you can take this thing. Can you break 100? Can you break 150? It's got to end at
He's
some
scrambling.
point, right? I mean, we've had a lot of close calls.
This young guy might be feared by more quarterbacks
Patreon.com/TV
than anyone in the
Sports
country.
27.
That's probably because he's the best
see
at
some
what
of
he
those close
does in the
calls.
whole country.
But we're roughing them up defensively, too. Kind of smoke showing them. The Scarlet Bordeaux. Or just Scarlet, I guess. Yeah,
And again,
I
they
mean,
bring him
it's-
down.
You can't take sacks
It's
like
looking
that
like
as a quarterback. You just
IMG
can't.
Academy
If you can't
playing
find a
Bishop
receiver,
Sycamore right
get
now.
out of the pocket and throw the ball away.
And that'll be 3 and out. After the sack,
If
it's
you guys
now
never
4th
saw
and
that
long.
game, This is kind of what it looks like a little bit.
Wright is back to receive.
I watched the documentary recently. It was crazy. BSI.
Wright takes it at the 45.
Look at this punt return. Oh, still going inside the
Around
10.
8-yard line.
Return for a gain of 37 yards.
Let's punch it in for 35.
The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last
We're
time.
gonna Russell Wilson it instead of
Utah
throwing it
comes to
or
the
run it.
line
We're gonna
with
throw it,
complete
see what
control in
happens.
this game.
Test our luck.
And he
And it
rifles
worked
it
out
in there for the
beautifully.
touchdown.
Touchdown Utes, and now I think next time we get the ball, we can start chewing the clock out here. And let's get to NXT. What are you guys looking forward to on NXT? We got an action-packed show. We're going to have a double feature coming up on Patreon for NXT Dark. Did you guys check out the latest episode of WWE Dark? Minoru Suzuki, Seth Rollins Falls Count Anywhere match, which was insane. It's going to lead to, I'm going to give a little spoiler here. You're watching everything on TV Sports. The result of that is going to lead to a little six-man tag coming up at Crown Jewel. So
The contributions
keep
from
your
this
eyes
defense
peeled
is
for that
one
one.
reason they've got the lead.
After this NXT stream,
I hope they show
will
some fight here
have
and try to
just
stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging.
4 more streams to do before we get to Crown Jewel and Heat Wave.
Scrambling around. That's a great
Man,
tackle.
it is,
at the 22.
That's a loss of 3 yards.
Alfred's in a world of hurt right now, and these are not the same settings as college football 25, where the offensive line just sucks in the game.
So that sack sets them back a little bit now. They're looking at 2nd and 13. Well, after that injury, we'll get to see the backup.
This could be our
quarterback
first
here.
shutout against Kansas. We were reading all the stuff we've done against Kansas.
Now he's
over the
scrambling,
years.
and he's
Man,
gonna be
he's
sacked.
well,
I mean,
now we
this
got
is
Anthony
almost getting
Adams in the mix,
ridiculous.
so
That
either
is
Alfred got
sack
hurt or he
number
got benched.
This guy's going to have to spend
And
half
pretty
an
much the
hour in the
quarterbacks
ice
are
tub
just
after
trying to
this
get
game. It's
into
just been shot
scramble
after
mode.
shot
Tuck the
all
ball,
day
scramble,
long. Where's the
and it is
offensive
not
line?
working out for him. I think that's Alfred back in the mix. It is. So 1 play out and 3 consecutive plays.
And all week long, we heard from the offensive
listen to the
coordinator about how
Boo
concerned
Birds.
he was with this defensive
And
end.
if this was a
Comes up with
real
a
life
big sack,
game,
and I really think the offensive
you would
line
not
was
be
more
seeing all that
concerned on
red
this play
and blue right
with
now
the
in the
blitz
crowd.
than
You'd
they
be
were
seeing,
maybe the
I
most
don't know what color the
dangerous man, which
seat
is that
backs are,
defensive end.
but you'd be
Matthews
seeing
is
those
the punter.
seat backs without question. So stick with us.
What a collision.
The Colorado
What
game is
kind of
shaping
impact
up.
the special teams play
If
will
everything
have on the
finishes
series
out to
that
be
comes after a
11-0
play like that.
versus
This could be
11-0.
big for the defense. The defense has really struggled to slow these guys down, but maybe a good special teams play like that will give them an extra
We're going to
boost.
see how
Utah
quickly
is winning big.
we can
And
wind
he's
this
tackled
clock
after
out
positive
and we
yardage.
can get to NXT.
Bryant
Big
picks
win
up
for
5 with
Navy.
the carry.
Navy, of course, part of our Alliance conference. We made mini conferences. It's all explained in the past episodes, so go look
From the
at it. But we made
45-yard
mini
line.
conferences
Second
out of the
down.
remaining conferences in this game because we didn't have the extra teams that they had in real life that they added.
The middle for a nice game.
And last year, the Alliance Championship was Navy and Fresno State, which was won by Fresno State, and they would go on to the national championship game. But looking like Navy could be that representative in the Alliance once again.
Brought down at the 41-yard line.
4th and 1, we got to go for it, right? Well, we're going to let it wind down. We're going to take a breather, take a water break, a hydration break.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's 3 down and 1 to go. The Utes with a huge lead.
So number 2 looking good. Haven't seen, again, scores at the bottom for Colorado or Florida. So maybe they're off this week. Maybe they play later. But that is something we'll keep an eye on, report on it. Oh, and they stuffed us. Well done by Kansas, the turnover on down. We still got our starters in. Because it's 35, but 35 is not a guaranteed. I'm not comfortable
sure
to
there's
at
any
least
hope
get in
for
the
a comeback here
40s
in the fourth quarter,
with a
but
lead.
Kirk and I are praying. Both teams are playing out the stretch here. You want to get experience for guys who normally don't get in the game and try to.
They're
avoid
going to
injury.
run the
Here's
ball,
halfback.
and that is
And he
one of the
carries
most
the ball for a
effective
nice
plays
gain.
they've had in this second half.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's get total yards down there again. Can we get some total
It's
yard
second down now,
stats?
and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. As a man, he'll lose big yards.
And that's right back to normal. How many plays, count them up, how many plays have had negative yards for
That makes it 3rd and 7.
the Jayhawks? They were having some success throwing the ball earlier, like down the field. I'd say take some more shots. 3 of 13 on 3rd down for the Jayhawks. There you go. They will throw down the field. We took the blitz and they
46-yard line.
read it and they got the first down. I'm sitting here cheering for Kansas. I want the 14 to do something.
From the 46-yard
By
line.
God, by God.
It's first down. He scrambled. Loose football.
Fumble
And it's scooped up by the
and
running back.
recovered by the
Tackle at the
Jayhawks.
50.
Old Dominion, that's another team that
They come out in a
the
5-wide
first
set.
time we won the national championship. The following year, our first loss was to Old Dominion.
Caught out in the open.
Like
And
game
he's
2 or
tackled
game
at the
3, big
45.
upset.
Yeah, he takes the tackle.
We definitely have had our moments where we've gotten roughed up
3rd and 9.
by schools that maybe shouldn't have roughed
Third
us
down now.
up.
They need to get it down to the 36.
A solid win for them over Rutgers.
Quick strike to the
First down,
receiver.
Kansas.
And they make the stop at the 33-yard line.
Points could be coming for the Jayhawks. We've been saying that for a while. Alfred
And he's going to be
stepping
sacked
up
for a
and
loss.
goes down.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That makes
3
it 2nd
sacks
and
for
10.
Terry Hurd, 4 tackles for a loss. Good night,
From the
nurse.
34-yard line. Second down. Quick throw out to the receiver. Incomplete.
I don't know, throw off the back of his foot, off the front of his foot.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
We got 153 yards passing out of all of it
We're at
somehow.
play number 9 of this current drive. And he throws right away. Makes the grab and steps out right away.
Wow, was that inbounds?
17 yards. That makes it 1st and
I
10.
don't know if we're going to get a clean look at it. Is that worth challenging? Do we look like an idiot if we challenge this?
From the 15-yard line. First down.
I don't think a challenge has ever been overturned in this game. But we're going to try it. Because that was
So the
awfully
coach
close.
challenges the call, and they're going to try to determine if the receiver made the catch inbounds. So the referee initially calls it a catch, but we'll have a chance to take a second look at
Well, we
it and
can't see
determine
the
if
ball.
he really was inbounds when he caught the ball.
Well, the side judge
can't
was
see the
standing
ball, so it
right
might be
there. So I'd be surprised if he missed
indisputable
that
video
call.
evidence.
Ruling on the field stands.
Well, I
There
think
you
the
go.
play warranted
Has
a
anyone
review,
ever
but the call
successfully
on the
challenged a
field
play in
stands.
this game? I know they do, you know, upstairs replays that'll get overturned, but I'm not sure I've ever seen one. New Game Drums Minish Cap episode just dropped, as everyone might be piling out of this video.
He gets out to about the 12-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
But don't go anywhere because we got NXT coming up next. We do got a few folks watching. So tuning in and checking out. I'm here in the chat. We'll shout you out in the chat. You
Tackle after decent pickup.
want to chat along with us, TV Sports.
4 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
But we got, as we said, we got NXT coming
Another
up next.
Third down upcoming, and they've converted all 3 this drive.
So a double dose, a double header of TV Sports. Option, and Alfred, he's going to need a big, I don't know what kind of ice tubs they got in Kansas. Someone that's maybe a Kansas grad, let me know in the chat. But Alfred's going to need to soak tonight because the amount of times the quarterback has been hit, driven into the turf by this Utes team. It's been more than any quarterback should go through in a season. He's had that one game.
Zips it out to his
And
runner.
not
He's got
sure
him
about the
again.
play call there. And this is a team just trying to get anything going. And they were hoping a screen pass would get it done. Man, Kansas, that's the thing. This could be a close game.
The defense
It's
was able to
35-0,
stop this
but
offense short
Kansas
on 4th down
has
last
turned the
time.
ball over
Let's see
on
what they do
downs,
this
what,
opportunity.
3 or
The
4
last time
times
this
inside the
offense
red
was down
zone?
the field, they went for it on
At
the
least
down
3
route,
times.
and they came up short.
It should be a game right now. Then they had the missed field goal earlier. So
Very
the
selective
3
on when
turnovers
to
in the
go
red
for it,
zone,
and when
they had
maybe
the
just
missed
punt
field
the ball
goal.
and change the field position.
They could have easily
2nd down and
24
6.
points right now and it'd be a
Ball on their own
game.
18. Utah up big.
Decided to throw a pass in here. Try to keep
Throws
them
on
on
the
their
run,
toes.
complete. And down he goes at the 36-yard line.
Still got our starters. Should we pull everyone? I guess it is kind of... We should probably pull everyone now. Maybe that's a good final play for the starters. So we'll mass sub them in. And we will wind this down.
From their own 36-yard
So
line.
big
First
NXT
down.
coming up, like we said. I would say stay tuned, be on the lookout. I know we got NXT champ Starlight Kid and Jade Cargill. Cargill won that big NXT Battleground match against Julia. So we got that. We're going to find out who attacked Nathan Frazier before their tag team title match at Battleground. Find that out on NXT. Bruno Sammartino and superstar Billy Graham to have a one-on-one in-ring
Nice run, and he's brought
confrontation.
down.
Oba Femi with JBL actually is going to be in action.
We've got
A lot of
first
good
and 10.
stuff on NXT,
Ball
so
on the
stay tuned.
49-yard line.
You guys enjoying that we've had NXT? I still want to hear thoughts on that. A couple times I've tried to do the NXT thing.
Tackle made at
And
about the
one time I did it, and
49.
I just turned into ECW. Then we did it again where we just did the PLEs, but we didn't do the weekly show. And then we brought it back and said, let's just do it full force. Haven't had too much feedback about it.
Gets to about the 47-yard
So we got one
line.
more coming up with Kansas State that may or may not be a game with commentary on it, with my commentary. You guys got a mixed bag these days until we can get to full-time
Third down
status.
now, and they
Which
need to get it inside
I don't know if that's
the
going to
41.
happen. It might be few and far between if that happens
Under
here.
a
We've been
minute
trying
left
to
in
get
the
back to
inning.
where we were from our previous
Well, a nice
endeavors.
stop there late in the
But
fourth
if you want to help
quarter,
support
but
the
it's a
channel,
blowout.
if you want to get
Has been for most of the
commentary
game. I
on
think it's
every
time for
single
everybody to go.
stream that we do, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and of course, patreon.com/TV Sports 27. We have our links on Ko-fi and Streamlabs as well, where you can really help support the channel. Twitter, we tweeted that we were going live on Twitter, and we do some Twitch streams as well from
And
time
this
to
one
time.
comes to an end. Our
So make sure
final
you're
count
subscribed
in
to
this
Twitch if
game,
you don't want to miss
Utah
a minute
35,
of the action, because that's always
nothing.
going to be our backup if the whole YouTube thing ends up going the way
That's
it
gonna do
did
it for this
previously.
presentation of
We always
NCAA
have our
Football
Twitch
14.
channel
For Kirk
as a
Herbstreit,
backup, which
this
is
is
kind of
Brad
where we
Nessler
were
saying
for a
goodbye.
while in between that time. So 35-0 Utah. Dominant victory. We moved to 61 consecutive wins in a row, closing in on a 4th consecutive undefeated season. And we're looking at Kansas and Colorado left on the horizon. But Colorado is who we're looking at, who is also undefeated in Game 12. So stay tuned. I'm going to stop this stream and give me about 5 minutes or so, and we'll get the PS5 hooked up.